Hello everyone, just going to record a very quick video to help you with our online learning that we're currently doing in our school. So you'll notice on a PowerPoint, and this is an offline PowerPoint that I'm using, not even on the web browser, there is a feature now called Cameo. So the Cameo feature in here is really, really cool because what you can do is you can add the Cameo in. You can decide what kind of style you want it to be. So you can see you can change the shape and also you can add your camera on. So now it's got me directly in this area. So even on this as well, you can change the shapes. So if I want to have different shapes in there, borders or effect, I'm going to have this and I'm going to give a nice glow effect on this first one. So it's on my first slide. I can then give a recording direct into my Cameo. So you'll notice in here on record, in the record area, please make sure on your recording that your camera and your microphone are turned on. There's even some transcript area as well. If you want to add bits in here to help you with notes, you can make your transcript in there. Right, now, so record then, nice and easy. Record button, 3, 2, 1. Hello, this is just a test to show you how Cameo will work direct into your PowerPoint presentations. Now, if I stop that, I'm not going to export it just yet because I've not finished my Cameo. So if we go back onto Edit, you'll see, and I can test it by going onto my current slide. Hello, this is just a test to show you how Cameo will work direct into your PowerPoint presentations. Okay, now, great. I can see how it works in there. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go onto my next slide. I can add another Cameo feature in. Insert on my Cameo again. Just make sure it's on this slide only. You don't really want the Cameo to go on all slides. So this slide only. And then again, you can decide what shape, what design is going to be on there. Just as I say, making sure your Cameo does not overlap with any of the text or images on your slides. Remember, the important part is the content. You are there to kind of help them and direct them with their asynchronous learning. So again, you can choose what shapes you want. Maybe I'm going to have an arrow on this one pointing to the task. And then again, you can maybe add some borders and some styles and effects. Give it some glow around the edges again. Now, again, go back to what you did before so you can record. And you'll notice in here now we've got 9 seconds already because we've already added content in from the previous Cameo. This is just continuing in there on my next stage. So again, recording, 3, 2, 1. Hello, this is the next part of Cameo, just showing you how it works on more than one slide. Again, you can go back. And I'm still editing because I've not yet finished my Cameo step by step. So again, you can preview it and you can see what's happening on this slide. Hello, this is the next part of Cameo, just showing you how it works on more than one slide. Right, okay, great. So you can, if you want to, bypass slides that don't need the video instruction. So I've decided that these slides are okay. They don't need it on there. But on this one, I've decided I would like to add another Cameo before I finish. So in there, what I can do is I can go onto Insert, go back to my Cameo. On this slide only, I'm going to decide that the camera shape, I'm going to give a nice heart shape in my Cameo. You can resize it and then add your camera back in. And this time, again, I'm going to go onto Record. And you can record. This is the final step of my Cameo before I export it and share it with the students. So now what you can do, you can then go on to export and you can decide what it's going to do. You can name it, give it a file name. So I'm just going to name it in there, Mr. Birrell and Cameo example. And then it will then export it directly to your area as a video. So the students get a video of you talking through the slides step by step. That's one way of you doing it. It will share and save in your area. So you can view and share video. So yes, that's fine. Okay, so this is the video we've been given. And then, hello, this is just a test to show you how Cameo will work direct into your PowerPoint presentation. So what it will do, it'll go through the entire video. It'll even go through the slides that you haven't spoken on, and it'll give them an instruction of how to use that step by step. Another way you might want to use it is you can save this PowerPoint, save it in your area. Again, I'm just going to put Cameo test for the PowerPoint, and then share that with the students so they can go through it at their own leisure, and they can look at your video recordings on each slide of how you've explained the different tasks to help them step by step. So that's the different ways you can use Cameo in an asynchronous way. If we did go to some live lessons and there was live lessons in there, you can obviously add your cameos, insert directly onto presentations, okay? So maybe I want a cameo in here on this slide. It will only work though if you're on a Teams chat or a Teams call and you turn the camera off on your Teams call and only allow it in the PowerPoint area. But that is simply for live lessons instead, not for asynchronous learning. So that's a quick video on how we can get the most out of Cameo. We can share video links direct to students based on our Cameo lessons, or we can just share PowerPoints directly with pre-recorded Cameo content on there to help them. If you have any questions about any of this whatsoever, please fire a message over and I'll do my best to help you using the Cameo feature for your asynchronous learning.